Hello, you. Look at this asshole. I bet you he beats his wife.
You that TikTok on YouTube, yeah, YouTuber.
Yep, I'm that guy.
Does anyone really watch SpongeBob theories?
I've honestly come to the conclusion that some people in this world just are here to just be absolute haters.
Get here, dweeb. Get a real job.
And sometimes I've learned that you just gotta take care of them. You know, I don't condone killing, at least good people, but, you know, sometimes, is it so wrong if it's for the right reasons? Jesus Christ, this guy weighs 400 pounds. So like I said, some people deserve to die. Alright, I know. I had the most peak acting performance of all time. But now we have to talk about You Season 5. My mic's not even plugged in. I don't even know if you can... We should be good now. We are going to be talking about full spoilers on You Season 5. Now, I think it's been like a month since it came out. I'm sorry it's late. I was waiting to get these hats because I got the Joe Goldberg hat. If you guys also want to see some of my other You videos, I did do a video reviewing all of the first 4 seasons. So if you guys want to go check that out before you watch this, I recommend doing that. This will be a spoiler review again. So if you guys like movies, game shows, collectibles, I talk about all that here. So now let's talk about You Season 5. In the final season of You, Joel Goldberg returns to New York City seeking a normal life with his wife Kate and their son Henry. However, his past resurfaces and a new obsession, Bronte, threatens to unravel his carefully constructed facade. Joe's dark side reemerges, leading to a chaotic and ultimately destructive conclusion. The first thing I want to talk about is Joe Goldberg himself. This season, I don't know if they did him justice. First of all, the beginning, it takes place 3 years after season 4. You know, Henry's back. They're in New York. You got Kate. So they've been married for 3 years now. And Joe has not killed anybody. He has been clean for 3 years. I don't know how I feel about this. Since this is the final season, in my head what I wanted was Joe to just go absolutely insane. We already saw his Reese Montrose side in season 4, which I really liked, and I kind of wanted that to come in full effect. The ending of season 4 is kind of pointless now. Joe's looking in the window and he sees Reese Montrose and he's like, yeah, I've got this side, this dark side, I'm gonna use it. He accepts his dark side. And then it's been 3 years since he's killed somebody, but I really wanted to be like, Joe has just been killing motherfuckers. He's been losing it. I wanted Joe to lose his mind. And then he goes and kills Bob. He was going to leak some stuff about her. And then she's like, yeah, Joe, go do that. Joe's like, bet. So he goes and does it. Kate's twin sisters, it's Maddie and I forget the other one. So I think Maddie's like the good one. And then the other one, I forget her name. She's like the bad one. Really cool. Actually, the same actress plays both of them, which is just amazing. Her acting is so good in this season. And so Joe is like, yo, let me kill her too. And Kate like crashes out. And now she's like, fuck Joe. I don't like Kate. And I think the whole Lockwood family thing was really cool. I didn't know how I felt about it because it was the whole London vibe last season, but I think they do it really good in New York again with these twin sisters. Her brother Teddy was a really cool character. He didn't do a lot, but I liked his character. Also, Henry coming back this season. I was really in season 4 like, where the is Henry? Go get Henry, bro. The events of the season, pretty much, Joe still tries to kill bad sister, not Maddie, and then he accidentally gets Maddie and makes Maddie kill her sister. That's a whole thing that is amazing. It is done perfectly. I don't like how Joe gets his ass beat by the sister. He gets his rocked. Like, Buddy's in a shiesty and everything. It has been 3 years since he's killed somebody. He should be, like, genuinely losing it. Like Dexter, when he can't kill somebody and he's, like, tweaking. That's what I wanted to happen with Joe. We need to talk about Bronte. Bronte is one of, I think, a top 3 written character in this show. As much as I hate this character, her writing is absolutely insane. So let me just give you the breakdown. So pretty much she's, like, breaking into the Moonies, which is the bookshop. And Joe's like, what the f***? And she's just kind of like, hey, I just like books. And then Joe feels bad. You can work here, give you a job, whatever. Of course, Joe starts becoming obsessed with her. He's losing his love for Kate because she's not letting him kill. So he's going towards Bronte. Kate figures out that Joe is cheating on her. Bronte leaves with this like guy. Joe thinks that he like kind of took her against her will. He finds her. They talk it out. She like tases him. And then the guy comes back and Joe kills the dude. And then this is when we figure out that all these people the whole time were just setting up Joe. Bronte's real name's Louise. She's been in this group with like the son of Dr. Nikki and these other girls that are like trying to figure out who Joe Goldberg is. Bro. God, my go! God, my go! Joe goes to jail. He gets out, obviously, you got the Lockwood money. But what he doesn't realize is when he's signing all the papers that there's actually one for Henry to go back to Mondre Lindo. So Joe tweaks. Also, the entire world knows that Joe Goldberg kills people, so that's not really good. We get a lot of cameos from some old characters. Bronte's fake, whatever. He's losing his mind. So he's really just trying to get people to like him again. So he kind of goes on this like live stream to try to like tell people, you know, because Joe didn't do anything. Joe's innocent. Bronte texts him and like still kind of cares about him, which is really weird. So Bronte still cares about him. Joe figures this out. He's trying to, there's a bunch of stuff going on with Maddie pretending to be her sister. So all this happens, and then Joe gets stuck in the cage by Kate and Nadia. Nadia was the student from season 4. She's come back from revenge, and also Marianne's there. This felt like some multiverse. This was insane. They're playing how they're gonna kill Joe. Joe, my goat, cut his arm and put a key in it to the cage. Buddy was 45 steps ahead. And the coldest line, you missed a key. Absolute peak. Also, the bookstore's on fire from Maddie. Forgot to talk about that. Joe hits Kate. They're both down there cooked. So this is another thing that pisses me off. Joe just gets cooked again by plot. Supposedly the basement that has no cell service, Kate got a recording of Joe talking about how he killed Love.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
That all happens. Bronte comes in, saves Joe, and now Bronte and Joe are going to run away together. Then we get the cameo to the GOAT himself, Will Bettelheim. And we are now on the final episode of You. This episode is absolutely insane. So first of all, what I really like about the setup of this episode, it feels like a slasher horror movie. Now, I'm a big fan of horror movies, especially slashers. So it was so cool to see Joe Goldberg in this Michael Myers-esque type scene. They go to this cabin, just them, and Bronte the whole time is plotting on how she's gonna take down Joe. They're in bed. Then she puts a gun to his head. She wants Joe to cross out all the stuff that he put in Beck's book. He also calls Henry in an amazing scene. Very unrealistic for a kid to say this, but the writing is just so good. Henry pretty much tells Joe, "You're the monster," and Joe tweaks. I felt so bad for Joe. So then he absolutely crashes out. In this whole scene, the nighttime, he is just sprinting through the woods trying to kill Bronte. It is absolutely insane. Some of the dialogue in this, like, "You want to know how I killed Beck," was absolutely insane and just amazing dialogue for this character. Joe getting cooked by plot again literally drowns Bronte. He runs in the woods. There's cops everywhere. He kills a cop and he's trying to dip, but there's a lot of cops. She just, right? This is Bronte. She's just back somehow on some Michael Myers. Joe's like, "Please just shoot me." So what does she do? She shoots him in the dick. Joe Goonberg can't goon anymore. Joe does get arrested. He goes to jail, gets a nice ass buzz cut.
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I be saying that's fucked up. Like, bro, you probably had the full washing set. You should be fired probably if they ain't cut your shit. Fuck though, bro. It's your life.
I just want to talk about, first of all, him getting shot in the dick, amazing for his character.
What are you talking about, man?
I know that sounds weird. His whole character, if you watch the show, I think him getting shot in the dick is like another one of the worst punishments. Also, him being in jail is the worst punishment for Joe, I think. The loneliness, and he can't goon. One thing that I don't like with the ending, they kind of make Bronte the main character. I wanted Joe to get a happy ending, but in my head, I knew it wasn't going to be a happy happy ending for him, but I still wanted it to be focused on him. They really just made Bronte like the main character. They made her like a final girl, and I didn't really like that. Another amazing writing choice is Joe is kind of getting letters of like people that are obsessed with him, kind of like when Jeffrey Dahmer, just weird people, and he's like, maybe I'm not the problem, it's you. Show ends, last final words is you. Amazing. And also just for his character, it is perfect. And also the message of the show is kind of being like, dude, we're all up for liking Joe, but I don't care. He is my GOAT. He's one of the best fictional characters of all time. I don't give a
Get off that dick, bro. What is you doing?
That is pretty much my review for You Season 5. I am going to give the season a 8 out of 10. This is one of the better halves of the season, but there is just a couple things that I didn't like. Mainly Joe getting nerfed a lot this season. Plot absolutely cooked him. And also the whole beginning thing I didn't like with the whole 3-year gap and he didn't kill anyone. It just didn't make any sense to me. I think the ending was amazing, and the character of Bronte, again, I hate her so much. Her writing is just insane. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I want to talk about the show so much more just because it is one of my favorite shows of all time. I think for my final You video, I'll probably do a ranking of all the seasons. I did it on a short and it was before season 5 came out, so I want to do a full-length video just so I can talk about the show more. But that is pretty much it. I hope you guys like the skit I did. I thought it was pretty fun to do, and if you guys want to check out some of the bloopers, my friend posted a video. Go check that out if you guys like that. But that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.
You.